tired. Good morning, everyone. Ignore the clothes back here. Just ignore them. What day is it? It's Tuesday, April 30th. I have eaten breakfast. I've made my morning cup of tea. Now I need to study because I have a final on Thursday. And so, yeah, it's for my infectious diseases course. I am very behind in studying for this. I've been trying to memorize all these diseases, and there's a lot, over 35. Well, 35 if you include, there's a bunch of vaccine tables as well. So there's that. So it's proving to be a difficult task, and I don't think I'm going to get through all of it because I haven't even finished the first week's worth of stuff for this exam, and I still have a bunch of other stuff. I'm very behind. So yeah, I'm just gonna try my best. I've been memorizing these, but my short-term memory is very good. My long-term memory is not. And so I don't even remember a lot of this, so I don't really know what to do. Yeah, I should have started this earlier. Normally how I study is with flashcards, but it's really hard to see how all the information connects with this because these diseases have different they can all be organized into these rows and columns basically. So there's notes on how you encountered them, notes on how they enter your body, notes on how they spread, stuff like that. And it's kind of hard to see the big picture with flashcards. And so last minute I made this table, all these tables, and I was I'm gonna memorize all of these. It's proven to be a lot more difficult. I've only memorized a couple. I'm not really sure how to go about this now. I have a B right now, and I'm hanging on to it. I didn't do very good on the third exam, so yeah, I decided to go through the material a bit more quicker so that way I could have more time to review, which I've been doing. But because I've been doing flashcards, it's been hard to see the bigger picture. Yeah, basically, long story short, I should have been doing this from the beginning. I just have done this, but of course I did not. Of course I figure out what to do the last week of a class. Yeah, that's the plan for today. I've finished both of my other classes. I didn't have any exams in them, thankfully, for finals or anything. I did have 2 final projects though, so I spent a lot of time doing that. And hence why I didn't film anything lately. I don't have any videos out. I think for the past month I have been filming my projects, and so they've taken up a lot of storage on my phone, so I haven't been able to film for YouTube. Other than my exam, there's not much going on this week. Thankfully, work is slowing down just because it's the end of the semester. I am on Monday, I'm going to go to a Greta concert. I am so excited! I haven't been to a concert in years. I think the last one I went to was in 8th grade and I saw Usher. I didn't even like Usher, but I went with my friend because I wanted to go spend time with her. Saturday, I want to prep for the new semester because I'm taking summer classes. Yay. I'm taking R Studio and Human Molecular Mammalian Genetics, or whatever it's called, which is the worst class in my program. Everyone hates it. No one has ever had a good experience. The only people who get A's are the people who can dedicate 40 hours a week to it. And people acknowledge that. They're you can only get an A if you're doing nothing. If this is your sole class and you have nothing to do outside of class and you have no one to take care of outside of class, you could probably get an A. Maybe. But anyway, I'm gonna prep for all of that on Saturday, just get my bullet journal together. Yeah, that's kind of the plan, I guess. I figured I'd take y'all kind of on the next couple weeks of me doing this final and then starting summer classes maybe. So kind of just a all-encompassing vlog of sorts. Yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm very tired if you can't tell. My tea needs to cool down. Oh, I can drink it. Okay, great. Let the energy course through my body. Anyway, so I need to get going. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, the day of my final. I am not feeling very prepared. I didn't study at all yesterday. I was busy with getting rid of some waste from the lab. I don't know, I was cleaning a lot and just, yeah. Anyway, pretty cloudy day today, although the sun is starting to peek through. There was a lot of like rain last night and like flooding, but my area I don't think was affected too bad, at least not my neighborhood, maybe the surrounding areas. Honestly, I can't memorize everything in time. There's way too much, I think. So I may just like read everything and hope for the best. Because I just want to get this over with, which is a really bad mentality, to be honest, but at this point I'm just like so done with this that I really don't have it in me to last another couple hours. What would I need to get to keep my grade? That is the question. Hello everyone, so it's been a little while since I touched base with y'all. The lighting is so bad. Anyway, so I'm back from College Station in Austin. The concert was amazing. Josh sounds even better in person, it's insane. And Jake, he started like a new band. And they opened for Greta Van Fleet, so it was Jake Kiska opening for Jake Kiska. And he has a really good singing voice, so I really need to check out their music. But yeah, I had a lot of fun, and I spent the day with my friends, my old roommates, except for one of them who I think is in Canada right now. I don't know, they move around a lot. So we like got lunch, and then one of my friends had like a school thing to do to finish up the semester, and so I just kind of like went around. I got some Mother Day gifts. So I got this for my grandma. It's like just a cross. She's religious, so this is for me. This is just like a scent packet, and it smelled
really good, so I need to figure out where to put it. But for my mom, I got this little tray that says Love Mom. So I'm really glad I got that situated because I was like, I don't know what to get y'all. So I got that while my friend was doing her school thing. And then we got lunch together, caught up a bit. We went to Barnes & Noble and I did buy 2 books. I'm technically on a book buying ban. However, I've been doing really good. I haven't bought any books in like ages, and I don't typically buy books like regularly. I tend to like do it in batches, I guess. So like maybe like twice a year I'll get like 4 or 5 books, and then maybe like twice a year I'll just pick up like a random book, if that makes sense. So like I don't bring like a large amount of books into my life. I went to Half Price Books while my friend was doing her school stuff, and I couldn't find anything, which was so sad. I was hoping to just spend money there because obviously it's half priced, but I couldn't really find anything that I was interested in, and the things that I were interested in, I didn't like the editions that they had. So yeah, but we ended up all going to Barnes & Noble, and I picked up 2 books. The first one I picked up is Demons by Fyodor Dostoevsky. I cannot say his name. Dostoevsky. I have the Brothers Karamazov by him, and so I don't know, I just went to go look. I was just looking around, and I always look at the Penguin Classics just because they stand out, obviously, and I found this one. It sounded really good. Voroshinsky. Leaders of a Russian revolutionary cell. Their aim is to overthrow the government, destroy society, and seize power for themselves. But when it seems the motley group is about to be discovered, will their recruits be willing to kill one of their own one of their own circle in order to cover their tracks? And it's kind of based on a real life case of a student murdered by his fellow revolutionaries. So I feel like that just kind of spoiled it, actually. But yeah, so I got that one for eventually when I read it. And then I got another massive book. I got A Day of Fallen Night by Samantha Shannon. I finally was able to pick up the prequel to The Priory of the Orange Tree, which I read a few years ago. When did I read that book? But I read it on the plane ride there, and I basically read it in like 2 days, and I really loved it, and I would like to reread it, but I thought it'd be fun to read the prequel first and then read the first book. And the first book finally came out in paperback, and she is just stunning. Like, ugh, God, I don't know, these are just like the prettiest like books ever. Like, I just want to display them, but I don't have a whole lot of room. And now I need to figure out where to put these on my bookshelf. I need to do some reorganizing. I have like my fantasy shelf, and right now I have Shadow of the Gods on display because I really enjoyed that book. And then in my classic section, I have room to add the the Demons book beneath their Brothers Karamazov. So I'll probably just do that. So I need to figure out the fantasy situation. So I'll probably just start stacking stuff on here. But yeah, anyway, what else did I do? Oh, I went to Target just on my way out of town, and they had some shirts for like $6. And I don't really have a lot of like t-shirts. I have a lot of like those like cotton like school t-shirts. Like I have a lot of A&M t-shirts, but I don't just have like t-shirts. And these are a little see-through, which kind of worries me. But I just need some shirts for summer. I live in Texas and I own mainly sweaters. So I got this like bright green, and then I got this pretty blue. So yeah, I spent a little money, but it's fine. So yeah, I'm going to kind of prepare for work. I'm having to work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week to kind of make up for my time out to yesterday and today. So it's going to be a little exhausting, but this is probably a good week to do that because I don't have any like classes or anything to worry about. So yeah, but I'm going to get like my clothes situated and everything. And yeah, I'll see y'all in a bit. Maybe the next time you'll see me will be the start of summer classes. Yay.
So I got 2 books from a library sale. They were selling paperbacks for 50 cents. So I got the Canterbury Trials, which I wasn't actually going to get, but I saw like the Oxford World Classic, you know, spine, they're pretty distinct. And so I was like, oh, let me see what this is. And it was the Canterbury Tales. Did I say Trials? Tales. And I was like, I've never read this before. And so I opened it up to the first line and it says, it's a long sentence, so I'll just read the first 4 lines, but it says, when the sweet showers of April have pierced the drought of March, and pierced it to the root, and every vein is bathed in that moisture, whose quickening force will engender the flower. Da 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 da. And I was like, that is so pretty, I'm buying this. Last but not least, I actually got Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I've been wanting to read it, and yeah, so I found this edition, which I don't particularly like, but it was 50 cents, so I'll take it. So I had to reorganize my classic shelf. I kind of had some stuff stacked, but I needed more room, and I was displaying, I have this really beautiful cloth-bound edition of Emma by Jane Austen, which is the classic that got me into classics. And so, or back into classics after not reading them for a while. And so I have that really pretty edition, and I had it on display, but I just don't have the room on this shelf anymore. And I have 1 classic left, and it's The Count of Monte Cristo, and I have no idea where I'm gonna put it. So I've made a bit of progress on that book, but not a lot. Anyway, so I also have some library books. I've been going to the library quite a bit, which has been really nice. And so I have the Lunar Chronicle series. I also have Scarlet, it's over there. So I've read Cinder, Scarlet, and Cress. I really enjoyed Cress. I think so far this might be one of my favorites of the 3. I liked Scarlet, but like compared to the other 2, not as much. And so I just started Winter. I'm only about like 20 pages in. And yeah, I will, I guess, update y'all as I continue reading it. I don't know how I feel about Winter as a character, just because in the 3rd book I was kind of like, oh, okay, whatever. But I'm excited to kind of like see more about her because she's definitely like intriguing. So I have those, and I've been really enjoying the series. Actually, it's my first time reading them. I never got to read them as a kid just because books were expensive. Now I can go to a library myself and like get the books that I wanted to read as a kid, so it's a lot of fun. And then last but not least, I have A Curious Beginning by Deanna Raybourn. It's a Veronica Speedwell mystery. If you know Katie from Katie is Reading, she loves this series, and so I've been really wanting to read it. I don't really read mystery, so I thought this would be like kind of fun to read it in like a Victorian, is it a Victorian? I don't even know. 1887. What is that time period? I have no clue. But yeah, I thought it'd be fun to read, so yay. Anyway, I am gonna do schoolwork. I don't want to, but classes start on Monday, and one of my Canvas courses got uploaded early, and there's a lot of material. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started on it and see how long like a lecture takes me. We have less time for this first exam because a lot of this first exam stuff is more review apparently. But I'm a little nervous about this class because everyone is like, yeah, you can study like all day, every day and still not get an A because it's that hard. So I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna take this time to like figure out how I want to study the class. I need to watch the lecture first to really get an idea of like how I want to do things. So yeah, it's the class I'm taking is human mammalian molecular genetics and biology, which I like genetics, but I just don't want to take a whole class like about this because that means it's eukaryotic, and I don't really like eukaryotic stuff. And then I'm also taking microbiological data analysis, which is just like RStudio. I don't know if that's up yet. I haven't actually looked at my Canvas page to see if that's been updated, but if not, it should be there by Monday.